So what's going on, guys? The truck guy here. Today I wanted to get back to you with an unboxing of sorts, but also a review on the Husky 15-in-1 painter's tool. As you can see, guys, not a whole lot of unboxing that needs to be done, but this is a really cool tool that I saw at Home Depot. I've seen a couple reviews on tools like this on YouTube, and usually they're for like the 5-in-1, 6-in-1. I think I've seen the 10-in-1 review, but I saw this and 15-in-1 paint tool. That's just crazy, guys. So I wanted to pick it up and do a review for you. And you can find these in the painting section, of course, at Home Depot. But this was only $7.47, so definitely a versatile tool to pick up and just kind of fun to have one of these around. You're never gonna run out of, at some point when you're doing a job, that you need something like this. So I wanted to run through the different tools that this has and let you guys know what I think. So first off, guys, the most basic function of a tool like this is a scraper. As we all know, for painting a room, nice to do some scraping. You know, any odd job, who knows, you might need to do some scraping. Also, spreading. So if you're spreading, you know, whatever it is, filling in cracks in your walls, you know, doing an odd job, with any type of you know, stuff that you need to fill in, this is great for spreading. One of the other things with this tip here is a paint can opener. So you just kind of wedge it in the side of a paint can and pry it up. So kind of a classic painter's function there. And then it's also a roller cleaner. So within here you can scrape this along the edge of a roller to get that extra paint out. Honestly, guys, I usually buy some cheap rollers and I throw them away when I'm painting, but you know, maybe guys buy some really nice rollers and want to keep them around. I personally would not get much use out of that tool, but I guess if you're in the middle of a paint job and you've got to get some extra paint off, that works for you. It's also got the bottle opener. I don't really know if I find that to be the best functionality of a painter's tool, but again, guys, if you're on the job and you need to crack one open, Husky's got you covered there. Also, one of the nice features of this tool is the hammer end. You know, the classic functionality of this is closing a paint can, but also if you've got to go to town on a nail or use this for some reason just to get something knocked in, you're gonna have a nice, more reinforced hammer end to this tool. So definitely not bad there. So then also, guys, one of kind of the new features, I haven't seen this in any other of these multi painter's tools, is it's got a 3/8 inch nut driver and a 1/4 inch nut driver. So if you've got a nut that you need to get in or out, kind of one of these standard sizes, you could utilize this and go ahead and drive that nut in place. I don't think I'd use that a whole lot, but you know, and you're also eating up some space here on the edge, but again, I don't think you're going to be using, you know, that edge specifically, so not a bad use of space there by Husky. It's also got the concave scraper, so if you're scraping something where you need kind of that concave edge, you're going to be able to scrape it out. Again, I'd probably just use the front edge. I'm not exactly sure what you'd run into with the concave edge that you'd want to scrape. You know, maybe some kind of pipe or something of that nature, but again, I don't think you're going to get a lot of use out of that. But you know, this is a 15-in-1 tool, so they're looking for ways to throw different tools at you, so it's definitely cool nonetheless. And then in the middle here you've got your classic nail puller. This is a really classic tool that, you know, they've worked into the scrapers here, and you're going to be able to pull nails. One of the other nice features that I've seen with the nail puller is you can actually pull a nail as well as use your hammer, but this gives you some reinforcement against damaging, you know, whatever surface you're working on. So you can kind of use this in combination with the hammer or some other tools. And then you're probably wondering, what are the last 4 tools? And according to Husky, because I did some research on this, these are the last 4 tools, guys. And they say 4 Phillips screwdriver heads. So there's 4 different sizes here to get into your Phillips. Obviously you could also use this as a flathead. So if I were them, I would have gone with 4 more tools, because you could use those as flatheads too. So this is just if you're in a pinch, guys, you can go ahead and use this to get at one of your screws that may be in your way, or if you don't have a screwdriver on you, you're good to go. This Husky 15-in-1 paint tool, it's also really stiff, and it did note that on some of the packaging, but not on this packaging on the blade itself. So it's a really stiff tool, but guys, this is really going to come in handy for you. I'll show you what I used to have before the 15-in-1. I picked up a little bit cheaper one from Home Depot. This was just $5 or $6 that I picked up a couple of years ago. As you can see, this doesn't have nearly as many tools. It just got the roller cleaner, kind of the scraper, the paint end, the hammer end, and the nail puller, but it's a lot more basic. It's hard to say what's better, guys. I don't see myself utilizing a lot of these extra tools, but you know, I guess if you're gonna pick it up, it's only $7 and you've got the extra tools on you. So I think I'd recommend the 15-in-1 paint tool, but you can't go too wrong with just a standard paint tool to get the job done as well. So that's it, guys. Please hit me up with a like or subscribe if you can. Pick up the Husky 15-in-1 paint tool, and as always, we'll talk to you on the next video.